All right, NFL fans, Week 8 is in the bag, and it is time for a little bit of highlights. And there were some quite letdowns. I mean, it was obvious the Panthers were going to beat the Bucks. I hate to say it as a Bucks fan, and we might get crushed against Seattle, but I think their season's already over. They're already starting to stick some forks into some teams like the Vikings, the Falcons, the Bucks, and the Giants, and their season is just not going well. I mean, all those teams were favored to at least try to contend for the playoffs, but the season's halfway over, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. The Niners had an easy win across the pond against the Jags. Enough said there. The Chiefs survived the Browns and stay undefeated, and the only undefeated team is the best team in the league. But yet, when you look at it, they really haven't played anybody real yet. We'll just see when they play the Broncos. I also saw they play the Colts this year, so they'll have a couple challenges. The Dolphins, who had a 17-3 lead at halftime, all of a sudden saw that lead disappear in the third quarter, and the Patriots put up 17 points and an extra touchdown in the fourth to win 27-17. And since that 3-0 start and that crush in Monday night in New Orleans, the Dolphins have faced 4 consecutive losses. And they face Cincinnati on Thursday, a hard-knock Cincinnati team. The Saints stay perfect at home so far against the Bills with a 35-17 cruise. And yes, the matchup, Cowboys-Lions. Dez Bryant said anything Megatron can do, he can do. Unfortunately, Dez only had 72 yards receiving, while Megatron had 329. And then Jerry Jones goes on about, Prime could have covered Megatron. Well, it's like, Jerry Jones. I mean, it looks like Prime could, but it's like, really? You're going to do that? It's like, Megatron can go triple coverage and still catch a ball. I mean, come on, Jerry. Face reality. And the Eagles are just struggling. That high-powered offense that everyone's promising, nothing. Especially against the Giants. Really? The Giants? You guys put up 38 points against them last time, or 31. Yet you only put up 7 the second time. It's like, what the heck you guys doing? They might as well just get rid of Vic. He's hurt all the time. Everyone always promising the fans, and ends up with nothing. And the Giants are 2-6. I mean, as soon as the Giants won their first game, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Super Bowl run." But it's like, really, Giants? Come on now, no. Then in some of the later games, the Raiders beat the Steelers to keep the Steelers only at 2 wins, and that little bet that Howie and Terry had, whoever loses gets to watch the other's movie. But Terry said he liked Firestorm, so not really a problem. How about Terrell Pryor, the new NFL record for a rushing touchdown by a quarterback, 96 yards. Fooled everybody, even his own teammates. And the Jets hoping to get another win sliding past the Bengals. Unfortunately, no. Being crushed 49-9. Andy Dalton just went off with a career high of 5 TDs, especially 4 in the first half. And oh my goodness, he just went all over the place. He just went about on that Jets team. The Falcons still have their struggles against the Cardinals, who now pull even at 4-4 with a 27-13 win over the Falcons. With 27-13 win. The Broncos, after a 21-7 scare and despite 4 turnovers, Peyton Manning still comes back to put up 45 points, 38, and come which in the second half. And playing both of those ankles, you're starting to struggle a little bit. You can't have that, especially in the season. You're 7-1, and you still got to play the Patriots. And then the Sunday night game was close. The Vikings took the opening kickback for a touchdown, but it was all Green Bay then, especially Jordy Nelson, who racked up a couple touchdowns, and Aaron Rodgers just goes off against the Vikings all the time. But usually what it is, usually the first time the Packers win, and the second time the Vikings win. But having the fact that this first game was in Minnesota, and the second game will be at Lambeau Field, it's like, no, good luck, Vikings. You never get usually divisional opponents don't have a chance at Lambeau Field. And then Monday night's game, Seahawks only beat the Rams by 5 points. Usually the Seahawks do well, but you usually don't do well on the road. Well, except in Arizona, they did pretty good. In St. Louis, you think, oh, they're the Rams. But honestly, if the Rams had Sam Bradford, they definitely would have won that game. They definitely would have won that game. Not saying, but Clemens, he had a pretty good drive. He had a pretty good game, but then they fell short on the 2-yard line. And then Golden Tate, everyone's talking about Golden Tate taunting. It's like, Tate, come on. Are you in high school? This is the NFL, really. And plus, you were taunting a second year. You're taunting second year Janoris Jenkins. What are you gonna do when a really good veteran just shows you up? What are you gonna do? Come on, Tate. Really? All right. Well, that's all right now at the recap. If you think I missed anything, please comment below and like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, dhendrix93, and I will be back here on Thursday for a Week 9 preview.